Hi, everybody. Welcome to our 30-minute practice for the Virginia Athletic Trainers Association. My name is Kayala, and I'm with In Balance Yoga Studio in Blacksburg. Happy to have you all for our session today. So the plan is to do a breathing exercise in the beginning to help us ground and calm, and then move through de-stress, a basic yoga, and relaxation. So let's get started. Start in a comfortable seat. So if you're not comfortable sitting on the floor like I am, you could always rest your hips on a chair or place your back against the wall behind you. And we'll just start here by simply noticing our breath and starting to move into our first breathing exercise. Feel free to close your eyes so you can really tune in to your own experience. And just notice, without changing the breath, where it's located and how it feels in the body. And next, notice the length of your spine. So bring kinesthetic awareness to the length of the spine. So drawing the crown of the head up toward the ceiling, rolling the shoulders down and back, lifting a little bit through the heart space, and letting the chin come up level-ish with the floor. Now tune into the breath and imagine that you're turning up the volume of your breath. So now the cadence is longer and the capacity is much greater. So inhale here and exhale through the mouth. Inhale here, we call this a cleansing breath. And exhale through the mouth. Let's do two more. Inhale. Exhale the breath. Turn the palms up and the backs of the hands to the thighs. And just take a moment to feel a sense of gratitude. So you can think of something you're grateful for, or maybe you have a dedication for our class together. Now turn the palms down so that they're over the legs, and we'll tuck the chin into the chest and round the back. So it's kind of like a cat pose, but we're seated. And then bring the heart forward, lift through the chest, and roll the shoulders back. Now we'll flow that with our breath. So we'll exhale and round the spine. And inhale, project the heart forward. Exhale. Inhale. Last one like this. Flex and extend. And find that neutral. Side bend or lateral stretch. So we'll take the right arm out, reach the left arm out to the side. Extend it up on a diagonal or reach it up past your ear. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lean a little bit further. Bring yourself up through center, and we'll do the other side. Hand to floor, arm either at a diagonal. Big breath in. Exhale, extend and reach. Back to center, and arm comes down. Let's take a twist. So you're turning your chest towards your right leg. Look over the right shoulder. Place the right hand behind you and use the help of the fingers to act like a kickstand for the spine, and then turn the chest. Bring back to center, and we'll rotate the other side. Lengthen, and then exhale. One more time each side. Turn to your right, lift your chest. Exhale. Turn to your left, lift your chest. And exhale all the air out. Come back to the center. And let's switch the way that we're seated. So the other ankle goes across. From here, we start to move through head, neck, shoulders. So tuck your chin into your chest, your hands are on the floor, and take some movement of your ear towards your shoulder on the one side. Come through center and do the other. And then we'll stop in the center and lift the head up. Okay, we'll work on internal hip rotation. So we'll extend the legs in front of us. So just move back a little. And we'll plant the feet on the floor, heels down. Bring your hands behind your hips and then rock the knees from side to side. You can adjust where your hands are, of course. Just getting this movement, a little massage for our sacrum, our hips. Then let the knees fall to the left and sit up tall and let your legs be in a staggered stance. Then keep turning to your left like we did in the twist. Extend your chest up and exhale, twist one more. Other side, letting the knees fall over and letting the chest follow suit in your twist. Turn and look over the shoulder, breathe deep, and exhale, turn. Back to center. And then we'll transition to all fours. So we'll sweep the hands to the floor and the knees underneath of the hips. Just gonna adjust my camera so you can fully see. So you're in an all fours position on your mat. And if you need more support under the hands for sensitive wrists, you can always put a pillow or a padded blanket there. Okay, so we'll move through cats and cows. Curl the toes so you feel more stability. Knees are apart, hands to the floor. Exhale, round the back, just like we did seated. And inhale, tilt the spine. One more, exhale. And inhale. Come back to neutral. Now press through the hands, extend your right leg back behind you. The toes are on the mat. And just take a stretch here. So we're moving forward and back with the chest and feeling the weight transition into the hands as we lengthen the back leg. We'll switch sides, extend, and get the stretch over the sole of the foot. Come to the knees, and we'll stand up on the knees. This is called gate pose. So we'll come up onto the knees and step your right foot out to the side. And the toes of the right foot point straight ahead, just like your hips are. Extend the arms out to the side, and then sweep them up over your head. Side bend over towards your extended leg, up, out, and over. Breath in. Exhale, go a little further. Side plank, we'll drop the free arm down to the floor and plant the hand firmly. Now we'll stretch the other arm up, either straight up, and we can find this little movement in the head by turning at the neck and letting the chin just kind of flow. Now bring your head level with your spine, extend top arm reach. Keep the same formation in your legs, so same leg position. Just walk your hands down and then directly out in front of you. Now take that cat and cow movement here. And we'll prepare for the other side. Let the knee come under, stand up on the knees. Stretch your left leg out to the side. Now it's right out from the hip and your toes are pointed straight forward. Breathe length out, send the arms up and side bend. Deep breath in, exhale, go one more. Side plank, hand comes down to the floor and we can stretch the arm up and find that little rotation through the head, looking down, looking up. And then head level, really reach out. And hands walk down in front of you. Little cat and cow movement for the spine. And then step the knees so they're directly under you. This time coming down onto the belly, so I'll turn to the side so you can best see. So all the way down to the chest. Hips are down, chin is out, hands come right under the shoulders. Tops of feet press down for cobra, we'll lift up. So this is strengthening the lumbar spine. And exhale, float down. 2 more like that, breathe in as you come up. And exhale, lower down. 1 more, inhale. And exhale. Curl your toes, use your knees to press down, press off your hands, stretch back, then untuck the toes and point the hips right near the heels into child's pose. So your head never has to touch the floor. It can, or you can place a blanket under there or stack your hands. Take a few moments here. And then curl up into all fours. Transitioning for lunge, so let's stand on the knees again, and we'll step our right foot forward. Right foot moves ahead. So you've got this 90-degree angle in your right leg, and reach your arms up over your head. So this is a low lunge here. Take just a few moments here. And now wiggle walk your right toes forward, and now draw your hips a little lower, really articulating through the spine, lifting your gaze maybe. Preparing for a twist. So now our left hand will touch down to the floor, to the inside of the front leg, and we'll turn. So right hand comes to the sacrum. Or spin the chest and reach the arm long up above you. Take some breaths here. And lower the hand. Now this is called runner's lunge. We'll tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and hold here. For a hamstring movement and for your lunge, we'll walk the hands back. We'll start to extend the front leg. Then rebend and walk the hands forward. Let's do that 2 more times. Walk back, walk forward. Last one. Lower the back knee. And we'll step the right foot back, and we'll tuck the toes for down dog before we do the other side. So lift up to plank, adjusting here in your plank so you've got a long spine. And then keep the knees soft. Just lift the hips up and bend one knee at a time. If you need more support, step your feet wider or move your hands wider. Now try to find the breath again in and out through the nose. We'll set the knees down. We'll come back to that in just a bit. And we'll stand up on the knees. Left foot forward now. First that 90-degree, reach the arms up. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, push through the front heel. Walk the toes forward just a bit. Draw the hips a little bit lower and lift the chest up. Preparing for our twist, right hand down to the mat. Turn to your left. Or reach the left arm up. Take a deep breath in and out. Bring your hand to the floor. We're coming to runner's lunge on this side. Curl the back toes, lift the knee up. So in other words, try to straighten your right leg. Bend your left knee. Move the hands back, hamstring stretch, your available range of motion. And bend the knee for runner's lunge. 2 more like that. Draw the knee down and step back. And let's visit downward facing dog again. Lift the hips up. And the goal of down dog is to sense the spine's length. You don't have to worry about getting the heels flat to the mat. Take 3 more deep breaths. Then walk the feet to the hands. So we're in a forward bend. If you have blocks under your hands and you need that support, you could always rest your hands on blocks, or if you can't touch the floor, your hands can come to your shins. Just rest here, let the head hang heavy. And then we'll round up all the way until we get to standing. Okay, so feet together. Just turning to face you for a second, hands to heart. This is a half sun salutation. We'll bring the arms out and up, and then we'll fold forward. Lengthen halfway, hands to your shins, or if you need, hands to the thighs. And then exhale, fold in. Arms sweep up, and hands to heart. Try that again. Inhale, reach, and exhale, fold. Lengthen, fold. Arms sweep up, and hands to heart. Let's try warrior 1 pose. So turning to face short edge of your mat. We'll step the right foot back and bring your hands to your hips. Okay, so there's a difference between a lunge where the back heel is lifted, like I'm demoing here with the hips forward, The warrior one, we have the heel down behind us and we're trying to square the hips forward. So you can walk the left toes out. Now bring your hands to your heart and bend through the front knee to go a little further into your lunge. This is warrior one. Reach your arms either out to the side or straight up. Feel the rooting down through your feet and this lifting out of the floor from your fingertips. Go a little more. Transition to warrior two. So bring hands to hips, start to straighten the front leg and just step the back foot out so that we come into warrior two. Now we're turning the hip out to face the side wall. And now we've got a very big lunge going on in the front leg. Extend the arms out and sink a little lower. We'll flow this. Inhale, reach arms up. And exhale, flow back, warrior two. One more, reach up. And exhale, warrior two. Hands to your hips. Straighten front leg. And move your back foot in just a hair or two. Coming into triangle, extend the arms long. Now reach out past the front toes and then hinge down. So your hand can rest above or below the knee or to the floor or to your foot. Top arm is up. So we're creating this triangular shape as in the feet are the base and the top arm is the apex. Turn and look up. Root down through your feet, come up. Bring your hands to your hips, bend the front knee, step to the top of the mat. Just move your hips side to side, and we'll prepare for the other side. Left foot back, warrior one. So different from lunge, yeah? This one we've got the heel down, and our hips are pointing forward. Hands can come to your heart or reach straight up. Deepen the bend of your front knee. Lift away from the floor. Hands to your hips. Start to straighten front leg, transition to warrior two. So some people prefer as if your front heel and your back heel would be on one line across. And some people prefer the front heel to the back arch. I think finding what feels best in your body is the most important. Inhale, arms sweep up, straighten front leg, and exhale, rebend. One more, inhale, and exhale. Straighten front leg. Walk the back foot in a hair or two, step or two, and extend right side, and then come into triangle pose. Now your left arm can go straight up. Your gaze being down could help you with balance a little more, or you can turn your head and look up. Come up, bend your front knee, hands to hips, and step your feet top of the mat. Let's turn and face each other for our balance pose. We'll do tree pose. So balance on your left foot, bring your right foot up, so the toes can be this little kickstand out here and your hands can come together. Or foot to the inside of the shin or up above the knee here. Arms out to help with balance, or up, or you can bend your elbows. So just like the warrior one or any standing pose, we feel the foundation in our foot and we lift everything up from there. So there's two energies, the downward and the upward. Take 2 more breaths. We'll do figure 4 stretch standing. So we'll take the ankle across the thigh and start to bend the knee. Just here for a moment or two. We'll release. And do the other side. Kickstand version, or up, or a little higher, just avoiding direct pressure against the joint. Arms out, or bend elbows, or hands to heart. Feel that downward energy. Press down through your foot and lift up through the abdomen, the heart space. Figure 4. So we'll crisscross, ankle over thigh. Just here for a moment. And then release. Coming back to the front of the mat, we'll transition now. Inhale, arms go up. And exhale, fold forward. Find that halfway lift, lengthen. Step back to downward facing dog. So moving through just one vinyasa flow. So the vinyasa flow is the high push-up to low push-up into a heart opener back to down dog. So we can modify. Come forward, staying on the toes and doing your low push-up, or knees down, come all the way down. Upward facing dog or cobra like we practiced earlier. Chest down, downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Lower the knees and stand up on the knees for camel pose. So curl your toes so your heel is lifted off of the mat. Bring either your hands to your hips, thumbs to the lower back, and that's more to lift from that area that you're feeling the connection point. Or arms can come out like a W, and you're really sending the chest up and squeezing the shoulder blades together. Stay there and reach for your heels or your foot, and then continue to lift the chest. So all of those options work. And then hands to heart, come up, untuck the toes, and have a seat right down on your feet for just a moment. Now we'll move into more restorative, more relaxing stretches. So let's transition, so we're seated. Now let's do seated figure four. So let's bring the right ankle across of the left thigh. And it'll give you some more space if we need to come down onto the forearms, if that's more available for you. Or you can press through your hands and lift your chest up. So we'll do a few stretches on the right side and then we'll equal them out on the left. Release. Lay down on your back and hug your right knee into your chest. So your left foot can be on the floor or the left leg can be extended. Hug the right knee toward the right shoulder. Stretch the right leg up toward the ceiling and reach behind either the hamstring or the calf muscle. Or curl your chin to your chest, find a grip higher on the leg, and then move the back body toward the floor again. And let's circulate through the ankle movement again. Preparing for a twist, bring your backs of arms to the floor, bend your knee, and we'll take the right knee across the left side of the body for a twist. And the foot does not have to come to the floor. Come up toward center, hug your right knee into your chest, lift the left leg up toward the ceiling and rock up. And we'll do the other side. So left ankle will come across for figure four. Either that or drop down to your forearms. Then our next stretch is knee to chest. So a release. Hug the left knee into the chest this time, roll down onto the back. And hug the knee in toward the shoulder. Right leg can lengthen. Straighten the leg up just as best as you can. Lift your chest up, hold onto the leg, and then bring the head back down toward the floor. You can circle through the ankle. And then preparing for a twist. Knee to chest pose, and then leg comes across the body. Come up through center, hug left knee to chest, lift your right leg, and use that right leg to kick down toward the floor so that you rock up. Bring your feet in front of you and bend the knees. And then either stay up tall if you're already feeling a sensation, or hinge forward or round your back completely. And take some deep breaths here. Our last pose together before we do our relaxation is pigeon pose. So you can always repeat figure four if you needed that option. If you have something going on with your knee, for example. We'll step back to downward facing dog. So hands plant, lift the hips, and just bend one knee at a time just to loosen up back body again. Let's start on the left side. Left leg lifts, and bring the left leg in front of the chest on the floor. Then drop the right knee and untuck the toes and slide the foot back. So stay here for just a moment to feel and focus on squaring the hips. Stay there or drop to the forearms or bring your forehead all the way down to the mat and take some deep breathing there. Just close your eyes and take a few breaths. We'll prepare for the other side, hands plant. We'll go back to down dog, and you can take some movement there. We'll do the right side. Right leg picks up, and then swing it through. So as long as you don't have any pain sensation. If you do, and this side needs to go to figure 4, we could always transition to that on the back. Okay, lengthen and prepare, and then stay there or hinge down, or draw your forehead toward the floor. Bring your hands under your shoulders. And we'll lift up to our last down dog. And then setting the shins down on the mat, we'll roll down onto the back. So transition and roll down onto your back. Then hug the knees into the chest, rock the knees a little sideways. And front and back. And then we'll take a long stretch. Point your toes away from your hands, reaching up, lengthen the body. And then landing in our deep relaxation. So you stay here, laying, relaxing. And I'll do a little guided meditation to help you deepen your relaxation. So just close your eyes and take a few moments here to sense the back body grounding into the floor. And then over the next few moments, start to feel a sense of relaxation working from top to bottom. So you start to feel the jaw soften and all the muscles in the face and even your eyes to relax. And then notice the back and down the sides of the body, so if you can feel a little bit more relaxed there. And then that relaxation is coursing through the arms all the way to the fingertips. The fingertips might even naturally curl up toward the ceiling a bit in relaxed state. And then allow the relaxation to go through the front of the chest, over the space of the belly, down across the hips and the glutes. And then sense the relaxation going from hip to toe, all the way down the legs, all the way through the ankles, and through the toes. So you can just imagine in your mind space that you're feeling deeper and deeper into your relaxation. Let go of any tension, just dissolve it layer by layer. Take a deep breath in and out. And without moving, just suggest to your body for deep healing. And now feel free to move and stretch, extend the arms, reach up and out, point your toes, perhaps circle through the ankles. Take a deep breath in. We'll do that cleansing breath we started with. Breathe in and exhale through the mouth. Again, inhale and exhale out. Feel free to roll over onto one side. And then taking our time to come up to seated while we're closing together. Hands to heart and an offering of gratitude for all you were able to do and your organization, your community, the Virginia Athletic Trainers Association. Thank you and wishing you a peaceful day. Let us know if you have any questions and hope to connect with you all in the future. Thank you, everybody. Namaste.